Hey guys, Pastor Greg Locke here. So today I was walking out of a local store. A police officer pulled right up to me, rolled down the window, and he said, and I quote, "Hey brother, keep up the good work with those videos." I want you to know that that greatly encouraged my heart, but it also got me to thinking. You know, most people in our cities and towns have really not enough respect for law enforcement officers. People say, well, they're crooked. We're living in days when they're shooting people for no good reason. Let me tell you something. They're living in days when people are taking iPhones and sticking them in their face and rolling their windows halfway down and screaming that they know their rights and police brutality, and they're threatening to sue. These men are under constant scrutiny and observation, and they're doing their job, and they're making pennies on the dollar to do it. Have very few securities and extras that come with their package, if you will, so that they can protect us. Listen, if you get pulled over for speeding, or because your tags are expired, or because you don't have your seatbelt on, or for whatever reason, don't get all jacked up, get all mad and upset, start huffing and puffing like somebody's doing you an injustice. Ladies and gentlemen, just take the ticket. Let's be grateful for our law enforcement officers, for policemen. Let me tell you something. I know there's a show out called Cops. Bad boy, what you gonna do? You know what? I don't even let my children call them cops because it's a derogatory term. I want my children to respect police officers, to love them, to cherish them, to not be afraid of them. Romans 13 says that they are not a terror to those that do good, but rather to those that do evil. That means if you're doing something stupid, they ought to bust your tail for it. But if you're not, you shouldn't be afraid. It shouldn't bother you. You say, well, there's a lot of them out there that are crooked. Did you know percentage-wise, there are more crooked preachers than there are crooked police officers? So let's give them a break. Let's just quit making all these jokes that all they do is sit around and drink coffee and eat donuts, and realize these men, these ladies are giving their lives sacrificially to keep us safe. When somebody breaks into your house, you don't call 411 information. You call 911 emergency, and you hope and beg and pray that a police officer shows up quickly. Why? Because they're there to help, protect, and serve. And so listen, we ought to have some respect, major, deep levels of respect for those in our community and around our country that protect us as law enforcement officers. So quit badgering them and whining and complaining about them patrolling the streets, and be grateful that they do. Listen, white lives matter, black lives matter, blue lives matter, all lives matter. And I'm telling you, we need to have a healthy level of biblical respect for police officers.